What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another review, and it's this week's chapter 4, Coming Storm, for the book of Boba Fett. Now this one I did like a lot more than the previous episode, even though it has a lot of the issues that the previous episode had, but it also had a lot more heart to it than the previous episode. The previous episode, it just felt like it was just the whole thing was a setup, and for the coming episode, it had a lot of those things that came to be, but everything that I expected it to go in the way that they set up in the previous episode before that, it never came to be like that, and just a lot of great things were just done, and then you're like, okay, you move on to the next thing. And they also introduced that cyberpunk kind of a style of those characters. I didn't like that, and that's something that happened again in this one. There's this particular scene. I'm gonna start with the negative, but don't worry, there's also positive coming. But there was a scene where there was some modern music going on, and again, it felt more like cyberpunk rather than Star Wars. Like, yes, Star Wars has futuristic technology, but it's its own thing. You do feel that futuristic technology and everything. It's set in the world of Star Wars. There, this place, it was more like this hardcore modern music going on, and it was just totally out of place. And I do not understand why they're going for that feel. It just, I don't get it. I don't get it. They could make it more Star Wars like, with the kind of with the Star Wars music that we expect. So yeah, that just totally felt out of place. The dialogue there was very cheesy. And when you watch it, I think you'll understand what I'm trying to say. And if you have, please do let me know. But yeah, it just felt totally off. Now, the great thing about this episode, though, was they had a relationship building between Fennec and Boba. So Boba actually saves Fennec. Not a spoiler if you've seen Mandalorian. It happens there, and basically they have a dialogue scene, and that was great for them sitting down, having a talk, some great dialogue, camaraderie between the two, how they came to know each other. So that was great stuff. And then there's also a scene with Baba trying to get his ship back from Jabba's place. That was great. That was some great special effects all in that seal. There was a humor in that scene that I did not like. It was just childish humor going on. I did not like, but overall, a great scene. Now, the negative. It again ends up being a setup. Other than that scene, there's literally nothing really else. The past does connect to the present. So all the time that he's been thinking about the past and all, that story does connect to the present. And it does beg the question that what happened to him really? Like, why isn't he as good in this fight like he was when he was with the Raiders? So they don't really explain that, because I thought something would have happened in his kind of emotional state where he kind of went down and he's not in that like mindset where he was before. But they didn't really go into that. It literally connects and you're like, okay, now you're in the present. So I do wish that they went there a bit and explained that a bit more. And if you've seen my previous episodes, you'll know what I'm talking about. And that's something, I don't know, they showed the past, but then all of a sudden they were like, okay, now we're in the present. And yeah, that's that. And again, the episode ends with like, oh, the coming war and a setup. So technically speaking, it's better than the previous episode, but also it's kind of the same thing where it's more of a setup to what's coming ahead. Now, that music that plays at the end, I'm really excited what happens in the next episode. I do gotta say that music, I don't want to spoil it, but that was great. I almost jumped out of my seat. I was like, oh, they're gonna do that. They're gonna have a crossover. So that is something gonna be interesting. But yeah, the whole thing with like them just setting up each episode, especially in the last one and this one, I don't like that because with the Mandalorian season 1 and season 2, it was great because it felt like a journey. Even when there was an episode that set up something, but it never felt like you were cheated or the story was kind of holding back just to like prolong the season. There was always something going on, and there it felt that you were on this journey with these characters. Here, though, I don't think at the moment this show touches the excellence of Mandalorian. It's good on its own, but it's definitely the writing is not up to that of the Mandalorian. Because again, some great episodes, but also some like good, and then one like kind of bad. So overall, it's good, but I really do hope that they end the season, the last what 3 episodes or so, in a great way to kind of like balance all it all out and actually end in a manner that we expect the show of this caliber. So this episode, I would definitely give this one a 7 out of 10. I was expecting a lot more between the past and the present, like how it all connects, but still, it had a great moment, actually a couple of great moments, but it definitely could have been a lot better and not be another just a setup for what's coming. So that's kind of my take on this one. What did you all think about this one? Leave a comment below. Let me know. And other than that, I want to say thank you for watching. Thanks for all the support. If you like these kind of casual reviews, there are a whole lot others on the channel. Please go have a watch. And yeah, take it easy. Take care, and I'll catch you all soon. Until then, ta-ta, a out.